All right, let's talk about something that is absolutely taking over our screens. If you've ever found yourself just swiping through these super fast, super dramatic little stories on your phone, well, you are not alone. You're part of a huge global phenomenon. Today, we're unpacking the microdrama boom. And a very warm welcome to the Float House Salon. It's fantastic to have you with us. Here, we love to get into the nitty-gritty of the trends that are really shaping our digital lives. And believe me, today's topic, this explosion of microdramas, is completely rewriting the rules of storytelling. So, where are we getting all this info? Well, for this explainer, we're going right to the source. Our entire analysis is built on the brand new 2025 white paper on the microdrama industry. It was just published by the China Netcasting Services Association, and they've done an incredible deep dive. We're here to break down what they found. Okay, I want to start with just one number, 120.5 minutes. Any guesses? What if I told you that's how long the average user in China now spends watching these microdramas? Every single day. That's 2 hours. And these aren't your normal TV shows, right? We're talking 1 or 2 minute episodes shot vertically for your phone. It's a whole new way of consuming media. So, what's driving this 2-hour day habit? Well, the first big takeaway from the report is this. The industry is shifting gears. It's entering a whole new era of quality. You know, the early days of just pumping out as much content as possible, that's over. Now it is all about the craft, about making something that really sticks with you. But let's be real, the sheer scale is still just mind-blowing. Look at this. We're talking over 140,000 new vertical microdramas hitting screens in just the first 8 months of 2025. At its peak, that's more than 28,000 in a single month. The volume is just staggering. And this really shows that shift to quality I was talking about. You've still got your low-cost dramas, sure, but look at the top tier, the S-level productions. Their budgets are now climbing as high as 3 million RMB. That is a serious investment in better scripts, better actors, and just overall higher production value. So, is that investment actually paying off? Oh, you bet it is. Almost 60% of viewers are so into these shows that they actually go back and rewatch their favorites. This is the proof, right? This isn't just throwaway content anymore. It's creating real, dedicated fans. And this focus on quality has basically lit a rocket under the entire industry. We're talking about an industry moving at absolute hyperspeed. The growth in the audience and the number of businesses just flooding into this space, it's incredible. The level of engagement is just off the charts. This isn't something people do once in a while. For nearly half of all users, watching microdramas is a daily ritual. It's become a part of the fabric of their everyday lives. And you know the saying, where the audience goes, the business follows. The number of companies in the microdrama space has just exploded. It is on track to blow past 100,000 this year alone. That's an entire ecosystem, a whole industry, just materializing out of thin air at lightning speed. And this confidence isn't just hype from the outside. When you look inside the industry itself, people are incredibly bullish. Over 86% of professionals are optimistic about the future. They believe this isn't some passing fad. It's a new, sustainable pillar of the entertainment world. Okay, so let's follow the money. How on earth is all this explosive growth being paid for? This brings us to the business models that are really fueling this whole binge-watching machine. And there's been a massive shift here. The old model of pay to unlock the next episode is fading. The dominant model now, making up 2/3 of the market, is free ad-supported viewing. This has been a total game changer because it shifts the creative goal from just getting a quick click to keeping you watching for as long as possible. But here's the twist. Even though the industry is enormous, the power is incredibly concentrated. I mean, look at this chart. It's pretty stark. Just 3 major apps control over 95% of the entire market. So you have this huge new landscape, but it's dominated by a few giants, which leads to some seriously fierce competition for your attention. This intense competition is also sparking some really cool innovation in how they make money. This trend called microdrama plus is taking off. Brands are flocking to this format. E-commerce is leading the charge, using these addictive little stories as a powerful new way to sell products directly to a totally captive audience. Now, let's talk about the biggest disruptor of them all. Let's talk about technology, specifically artificial intelligence, because AI isn't just tweaking the industry, it's completely revolutionizing it from the inside out. And here's the big idea that's driving this whole thing. The report calls it creative equity.
Basically, AI-powered tools are making it so much easier and cheaper to create content. We're talking an average efficiency boost of 50%. It's lowering the barrier to entry so much that pretty much anyone can become a creator. This is huge. It fundamentally changes who gets to tell stories.
And we're already seeing the results in a big way. Just take animated microdramas. This whole new category, which is pretty much only possible because of AI, has just exploded. In June of this year, nearly 900 new animated series were launched. That's a brand new, commercially successful format born entirely from technology. But what's really fascinating is who's watching all this AI-generated content. And get this, it's probably not who you'd expect. The audience is mostly female, largely over 40, and living in smaller cities. This proves that AI isn't just making things cheaper. It's enabling new kinds of stories that are successfully connecting with totally new audiences.
And this whole revolution, it is not staying local. For our final section, let's zoom out and look at how these microdramas are becoming a massive new cultural export, taking what the report calls a new Chinese style and making it go viral all over the world.
I mean, the numbers just speak for themselves. In only the first 8 months of 2025, the overseas market has become an absolute juggernaut. We're talking over $1.5 billion in revenue. And on the download side, a staggering 730 million downloads. This format isn't just being watched overseas, it's a monster commercial success. So why are Chinese companies leading this global charge? This slide breaks it down perfectly. There are 2 big reasons, and they're tied. First, they have this mature, factory-led production system that lets them pump out tons of high-quality shows. And second, they have these gigantic libraries of intellectual property, from web novels, which gives them a nearly endless supply of stories to adapt. It's a powerful 1-2 punch. So, to wrap it all up, the white paper really leaves us with 3 huge takeaways. First, this is an industry that's growing up fast, shifting its focus from just making a lot of stuff to making good stuff. Second, it's a revolution being driven by technology like AI and new business models, changing who gets to create. And third, it's become a major new cultural export, proving this model has serious global legs. And that leaves us with a really exciting question to think about. As AI truly creates this creative equity and gives everybody the tools to make their own high-quality drama, the very definition of entertainment is up for grabs. So what's next? What kind of stories are we going to see, and who's going to be telling them? That's the thrilling next chapter that we're all about to watch.